What is up, my Eggy peeps? I am coming to you on a Tuesday, fresh back from the two-show extravaganza at the Capitol Theater in Port Chester. Let me tell you, it's getting harder and harder as an older guy to keep up with these youngins, but it was a great time, and in keeping with the name of the channel, Eggy Reviews For You, I wanted to spend a couple of minutes talking about the first night. So, quick story about the theater, just in case you didn't know. It's been a place of a lot of debuts. The Grateful Dead debuted several songs there in the early 70s. Many other bands have played there, such as Pink Floyd. I mean, when you look at the list, it's as long as my arm, so I won't bother getting into it. But, I mean, if you can think of a band, pretty much they've played there over the years. And, of course, you had people like Phil Lesh do 30 shows there out of a 45-show tour. So there's just significant history there. Very well-run place. Staff, not the most hospitable, but a very professionally run venue. So I'm sure they get all kinds of... Some places, you know, that Eggy goes, the staff and the venue are very laid back. And I think it has to do with the kind of acts that they book. And these places that are a little bit bigger that get all kinds of acts oftentimes are a little bit stricter at the door and a little bit less friendly. So with that said, that was just a very small part of the experience. The venue is beautiful inside and out, and wide open, great sound. The first night that I want to talk about today, the 29th, Black Friday, Dogs went first, Dogs in a Pile, and the sound was pretty sharp. I've learned since then that it sounds like maybe the lead guitarist, Jimmy Law, wasn't playing his regular guitar, but the overall sound of the band was kind of sharp. Good jams. Definitely easy to sit through the 90 minutes that they played, waiting for, the main reason why I was there, along with my wife. So that first, song selection, some bands, I don't know how much thought they put into it. If you wanted to, you could really look at the song list of this first night and say that these songs were very, very carefully chosen. I'd like to believe that's true. And I think there was maybe I'm mind reading, I don't know, but a greater message in the song list, especially that, I'll just read you the song list. It was Here and Now, A Moment's Notice, Sweaters For Strawmen, Searchlight, which was a John Brown's Body cover. I have heard that song before, never done like that. Didn't know it at the time. Had to go back and listen to the original from the mid-2010s and kind of remind myself that I had heard it, but I wouldn't have known it, on the 29th, that's for sure, that's what it was. But if you read the lyrics to that song, and you put that together with the Here and Now and A Moment's Notice and Thorns and Bad Side of the Moon, and it feels to me like the guys were maybe unintentionally sending a message that, life is short, right? And you need to be in the moment and not get caught up in the day-to-day things that can drag you down. And that's Searchlight. When you read the lyrics to that, I think that really sends the message home, as well as Bad Side of the Moon. Bad Side of the Moon. The last couple of stanzas, or whatever you call them, in that song are pretty cool. And of course, like a lot of songs, open to interpretation, but we are in a time when a lot of people's minds are occupied with current events, and I feel like this could have been some kind of a salve for sore minds, if that makes sense. I've talked often about how Eggy is medicine And that's corny as fuck. It's not real. It's not really true. There's there's not much of a cure for depression and things like that. It's not going to cure cancer, but it is an enhancement. It can enhance your mood. If you can get your foot tapping and your mind off of what's going on in the very moment, you can feel better. And I find it very easy to do that with Eggy. So. Without rambling too much, that's Searchlight, man. 20 minutes long. Starts off, with all those lyrics, and Jake is just kind of overlaying these softer, kind of longer notes over the words. But once the words end, he gets going, and it's this four-piece, like. It makes me think of the Today and Tomorrow from Oxford, Mississippi. I feel like these guys, they put their heart into every song, but there are certain songs that they lose themselves in, or so it appears to us, which is the beauty of it. But their hearts are so in it. Like I listened to the Today and Tomorrow from Oxford, Mississippi, and I literally still to this day, my eyes get wet listening to Jake's guitar. And he's a showman. I don't know if any of it's real, but it sure does feel real in the moment. But I don't think you can make sounds like that without really emotionally tying yourself to the music and the moment in a way that that they express, that just like it just touches you, So that Searchlight was amazing, and to listen to it again and again now and hear the interplay between the four of them, it is incredible. So, I don't want to become a softie, but damn it, people, listen to that Searchlight, give yourself 20 minutes, and read the lyrics while it's happening. And I think you'll see it the way I do now, And then with that in mind, that intent that was in Searchlight, now listen to that whole show. And and also, that's going back to song selection. I think the Black Friday, of course, it was Black Friday, the 29th, but that Black Friday has a lot of lyrics in it too that I think could have been, messages or purposely chosen songs. So I want to keep it short. But man, oh man, the first night was a great night. I'll do another whole show on the second night, but I wanted to keep it real with the channel here, and it's Eggy Reviews For You. So there's an Eggy Review For You, November 29th, 2024, Capitol Theater, Port Chester. 9-minute Here and Now, an 8-minute A Moment's Notice, a 17-minute Sweaters For Strawmen, and then that John Brown body cover, Searchlight, 20 minutes, a 19-minute 12 Pounds of Pain. Of course, it was also Jake's birthday, so maybe he got to pick all the songs that night. I don't know. And then there was acoustic, of course, which they've been doing a lot lately. And it's amazing to see. I love to see the band maturing and stepping out into, just new sounds and exploring everything that's available to them. This is a great time to be an Eggy fan. Not that there's ever a bad time to be one. But these guys are poised, coiled like a spring, ready to launch into 2025. And with Jake coming off the Hawaii trip and everything clicking for these guys, 2025 should be a year of emergence for them as far as notoriety and fame and all that. So let's hope that happens. But I digress, sorry. A 4-minute Eggy birthday song. And then they did that Thorns and Bad Side of the Moon. The Encore, Black Friday. And I'm not the only one that felt this way, but it was awesome with the bird song woven in and out, in and out. But there were several of us that wished that Black Friday was just Eggy. They do such a good job with cover songs, and I see a lot of parallels between them and Steely Dan. So it's just would have been nice to see just Eggy do Black Friday, but it was definitely cool to have this kind of a rock and roll Hall of Fame ensemble up there. It reminded me of the old Rock and Roll Hall of Fame videos when you'd see there's a few famous ones where it's like Clapton and Jimmy Page and everybody, Roy Orbison, they're all up there at the same time. Don't quote me on those names, but you know what I'm talking about. So having 8 people up on stage, just all kind of banging out this. It was interesting because it didn't seem like anybody wanted to overstep anybody else, but yet everybody had their part to play. And it was a lot to take in. It was a lot to take in. Your eyes were as busy as your ears, And again, I ramble, so let's wrap that up. Eggy Reviews For You, November 29th, 2024, the Capitol Theater in Port Chester, New York. A banger of a show. The Searchlight, 20 minutes, smack in the middle of it all, is the song to go for on Nugs if you're just reaching for a quick 20-minute car ride or something like that. So give it a listen. And with that, peace out.